Now, for my next number, I'd like to return to the
Classic. Times.
Live straight classic.
Classic. I'm better than I ever been.
I rock him, the fiend of a microphone. Yeah, is y'all ready for 2007? It's now another drought. Everybody's a killer. Wow, we bugging out. Since 86, showing the crowd what I'm about. And they still wanna know when the album coming out. Acting teenagers, OGs, and asking kids what the definition of classic is. Timeless, so age don't count in the booth. When your flow stays submerged in the fountain of youth. Ain't no doubt in the truth, I'm off the meter.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What's going on? Welcome to The Classics. This is our show where we talk about classic music, classic moments, classic film. There's enough negativity out there. You be seeing these podcasts, right? The way they be popping off, the hot takes is always rage baiting. We don't have none of that. Yeah, right. Yo, my name is Rocky Markman. To the left of me, we got
Trav, what up?
To the right of me, we got
Hello, what's problem?
And today we're gonna talk about the classics, right? I want to get some classic television.
Probably
Martin.
classics.
Well, I get it, Martin. Martin's been a topic of conversation lately. Shout out Ari Lennox. we'll get into that a bit, but it brought up a new debate about Martin. But I think most of us can agree that Martin is a classic show, right?
Yeah, I listen. For me, it was a nice little staple of watching someone like that. Not that I idolize, but I always wanted to do radio, which I do now. Watching someone trying to figure themselves out, whether it's in a relationship with their friends, his community, himself, battling his mom, whatever have you. It was always, Martin was always fighting with something. And I think that was how I felt growing up in regards to career and friendships and relationships. So, and just being funny and just being stupid and just being witty and being dramatic. So yeah, I definitely identified, just with him and his persona and his character and the people around him, the love, the affection, but also the turmoil, the fun. So yeah, there are so many dots that I connected with.
Hold on though. So you looked up to Martin, you always wanted to be in radio.
Yes.
So if your Martin is Ebro, is old man Ebro your stan? Shout out to Ebro.
That was Rob. That was Rob.
Shout out to my guy.
All right, nothing to do with that one.
Trav, what did Martin mean to you?
Martin might be like, outside of like sports, Martin might be one of the top 3 most impactful people on me. Like, and it is crazy that, the Ari Lennox thing is happening. I'm such a person that feels like I can say whatever I want because of people like shows like Martin. Yeah. Like, and it not be malicious. Like, just being able to be, like, I had the short man complex like Martin, and just being able to, the dressing, the style they had, like the Jordans, even Martin on Def Comedy Jam, like
the HBCU outfits.
All of it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, to me, Martin was my side of the culture. And I love Fresh Prince too. But Fresh Prince was like Will Smith was more clean. Martin was more edgy, more
like, he had the shoes?
More street. Nah, he didn't have the shoes, but I just think I saw more of me in Martin than I saw in like darkest complexion, short, aggressive, like always outspoken, always like the center of good and bad in my friend group.
Right.
Like, so Martin to me is probably the most impactful non-athlete in my life.
For me, it was just like coming from that generation, again, being the 80s baby, growing up like with hip hop as hip hop is starting to explode, and seeing like folks older than us and, that's not real music, that's not gonna last, that's a fad. And even growing up and watching shows like The Cosby Show, which is amazing also and tremendously impactful, but one the hip hop show, but being able to turn we live hip hop all day, it'd be on the radio, we'd be in school rapping, we'd be at the lunch table, we'd be this, and then you come home at night and you could turn on the TV, and it wasn't that Martin was the first, but it's this kind of group of like In Living Color was extremely pivotal in that way. It was like, there's hip hop on TV, but it's not rapping, you know, they're not doing the music, but it's still hip hop culture. It's the culture. It's things that we care about. It's the way that we talk. It's the slang that we use. It's the way that we dress. Fresh Prince was a part of that. But like you said, it was just maybe a little more polished. But, you know, like just from a sneaker aspect, just like watching Martin and then looking to see what kicks he had on his feet, we would do the same thing with Will on the Fresh Prince. Like, oh, yo, he got those.
I feel like they were sneaker battling.
Absolutely. So Martin was extremely. Then it was just funny. And the other thing about Martin to me, I'm at that age where, you know, just young and Gina, right, was like, when I seen a relate, like her as his girlfriend, like that was probably one of the ones where I was like, yo, I want a girlfriend like that. It wasn't like my first crush or nothing like that, like, but it was like
your first sitcom crush?
Yeah, it wasn't my first sitcom crush, but it was the first time.
I want my girl to be able to go back and forth with me like that.
Right, like I want a girl like that because she was like independent, like she was definitely like his girl and it was all feminine, but she wouldn't take his shit. She was more like his equal, and even when he was trying to put it down,
each other out.
Yeah, she wouldn't take his shit, and then man, she would go to work, and you know, a lot of times on TV, even before that, like they, you know, it used to be like, oh, the wife stays home, or the girlfriend stays home, and the man goes out, and it was like they just looked like best friends who were like in love, and I remember being young, like 10, 11, 12, 13, like, damn, when I get a girlfriend, like, that was like relationship goals before
relationship goals,
hashtags or shit. Yeah.
I think it's so crazy, and I swear to God, I'm not pandering, but like, I always wanted Martin to end up with Pam.
That was never that was always the underlining or like the undertone. They
built the tension.
Yeah, like they built it in a way where it's like when you first were watching them, you felt each other's disgust for them. So we never really
But
found.
I think I looked at it different. Like the girl you liked back then was the one you always was joking with. You was always going that like.
But he did like to Ralph's point, he did that with Gina too.
Yeah.
But it was and for me, those two, it was more of a brotherly, sisterly like protection thing because like
Pam was just fine to me.
Yeah, Pam was fine as shit.
Like if I can't hit, Martin needs to.
You ain't see yourself in Tommy?
Not at all.
Nah, he's too short. He's too short.
I had a job. He was back then.
Rest in peace. How old were you? Where were you when Martin came out? So it was 92, so I was 12. Like
I'm in elementary school.
Yeah.
92, I think I was just getting into junior high school. Because I got into high school in 95. So yeah, I think I was like just entering school. Something like that.
I think, and then like, Martin ran 5 seasons? The 5th season really is a bad season.
Don't exist.
Yeah.
But I remember being mad about the whole 5th season and like it not flowing the same. Like that show was so good.
The allegedness,
I didn't know about any of the like whatever turmoil was going on between them.
Yeah.
Like in real time, we're watching it.
Because you saw it. Like they were never filmed in the same. Like that season, they were never filmed in the same.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I look back at it now and I can see it.
Yeah.
Especially now that I do a lot of like production and camera work but I didn't notice the scene. I didn't notice like the creativity they did to cover up whatever was going on.
Like that's when he moved. I think he had moved out west or whatever.
Yeah.
Or one of them moved and they were always gone.
Yeah.
She moved.
She moved.
She took the job.
Yeah, she took a job, I think, in LA. And they were never, like that whole season, they were never in the same room.
Yeah.
Was it shot in Detroit? I know the setting of it was Detroit.
I passed the building.
Oh, so it might have been shot.
Yeah, I don't
know
think
if it was shot like in that building.
They just shot
B-roll.
I think the B-roll of that building is.
Yeah, it was shot in Universal Studios.
But I guess that B-roll is the building that.
Great production.
Yeah, great.
And then I think too, like, and finding this out later, I didn't even, like, you just naturally put it together, but I just naturally knew Martin from like House Party and Class Act.
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing and Boomerang and all this. So finding out that all of them, like, Martin, Gina, Pam, Kid and Play all grew up together and worked at Macy's or some shit.
Yeah.
That's
It's just
crazy.
like
That's crazy.
it's just a classic story, classic time period, and everything. So
And then you gotta look at what the show did for Martin's career just on the big screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As Will and him are duking it out, on primetime, they now become this beautiful tangent.
Bad Boys.
For Bad Boys. And Bad Boys 1, and
Right.
Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys 3, and Bad Boys 4. So, whether Fresh Prince is not your cup of tea or
I loved it.
No. I'm just saying, like, that's your preference. It's they still married very well.
But to me, it was dope that we have variety too, that we ain't had to choose, like,
Which is what we missing now.
now. It was like, because we watched them both. That was NBC, that was Fox, and that was like, they came on at different nights. We weren't forced to compete.
I think Martin was Thursday at 8.
I forget.
I think Martin was Thursday at 8. And then I think Fresh Prince was Monday.
Right.
Something like
it's
that.
the opposite.
Might have been the opposite.
It might be the opposite.
But either or, like, regardless.
But I also like what I love about their trajectory is still sharp and still.
Yeah.
Like I don't think either show is as good without the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it goes to your point about what the preference is. Like, I see myself.
But I also like, I think they went harder or like they perfected themselves even more because like, this Walker show is
niggas over there on Fox and niggas
like,
on the, hey man, like he on your heels. And
That's because Martin was definitely more edgy, right?
Yeah.
So let's get into like a bit of the controversy. I don't want to get into like favorite episodes, favorite moments, but Ari Lennox has said recently that and I don't have it here, so I don't want to. I'm not quoting her verbatim, but that watching Martin or going back and watching Martin like bothered her because of the constant jokes on Pam and Pam as a black woman, as a dark-skinned woman, colorism. Like it was just the butt of a lot of jokes that felt damaging to a dark-skinned girl and who watching it on the other end.
Martin, not to cut you off, but Martin never made the colorist jokes. Martin never said.
Some people say the B2B thing is a color.
Right.
No,
I don't think
Martin,
that. I think that's a black girl joke. I don't
But
think
he didn't
so.
get that to Gina. Like Gina, Gina got made fun of because her head. He say she had a big ass head and shit like that.
She got the light skin jokes.
Right.
She got the big forehead jokes. She got the bougie jokes. So like everybody got their sector of jokes. Tommy got, like you just said, had a job. Cole being broke, living with his mother. Everyone got jokes from him in a different sector, right? It wasn't just dog piling on.
And that's what I
Pam.
loved about it. He was an equal
I
opportunity.
think anybody could get it.
can get it.
Everybody could get it. And the thing with Ari Lennox is like, he never said about, you're dark skinned, you're ugly. That's why you ain't got no man. He said you ain't got no man because you have buckshots, or you have
Her breath. He used to always say she had dope breath.
never because like you dark skinned.
Right.
But I also think contextually, like even without me being super old when like in the original run or whatever, all the women in my life, my mom is what you would consider light skinned. But like all my aunts and everything are dark skinned women. And this is in the Black is Beautiful era. This is in the Martin, Wesley Snipes. Dark skinned people, to me growing up, dark skinned people got more love than light skinned people.
It was different from what? Well, let me.
I
was
for
going to say
women and men.
Yeah. More so, I'm gonna pose that as a question. Was it different for men? Did dark-skinned men get more love?
I mean, I can't say, but what I do know is all the women in my life loved Martin, and none of them ever felt offended.
My sister loved Martin. My mother loved Martin. Like my female friends love
My
Martin.
mom don't even curse. I've never heard my mom curse in my life. I've never seen my mom take a drink in my life. My mom is a very spiritual, church-going woman, and she loved Martin. And everybody in my family sat down to watch Martin.
Let me go back, and I don't necessarily. I love it. Like, so it's like, but could it have been what Ari perceived it as? Like, obviously, she internalized something from watching it. Like, could it have been? Did we always get it right? Like, also the standard and the way that we joke and the jokes that we tell changed from 1992 to where we are now.
Yeah, we got more sensitive and we got more cautious, but
Don't say all.
But look,
I'm saying,
but hold
on.
I'm just of the mindset that context matters, and I think we live in a generation now, in an era now online where context don't matter.
Right.
Everything is to eliminate context.
Right.
But like,
Which I think
a
is
joke
a
is a
danger
joke
in
is a joke is a joke. There's no joke that's not offensive to a demographic.
Right, for sure. So, and I'm just trying to figure this out, right? But from when we got to Martin, to take a show like All in the Family, like Archie Bunker, like, bro, that's some of the most racist shit ever. But we laughed at that shit. Yeah, I'm a little bit older, but America laughed at that shit. Like,
Married with Children.
Married with Children. Like
if I gotta go back,
I feel like the standard changes
too. Like Gina and Whitley from A Different World are probably the only two light-skinned women that I felt like were leads. Like
Lisa Bonet.
She wasn't a lead.
But she was the one.
She wasn't the lead.
But she was the one.
Claire was the lead.
I give them both of y'all.
But Lisa Bonet was the one. We want
I give them both of y'all.
You go like the In the House. You go to Pen Trap, Reagan Goldman. Like you go to
Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie Foxx show. You go to every other
but
show.
That started to change. Like there was also a difference between, and maybe it was somewhere around 95, because all those other shows,
what she gonna get an argument is what they switched out on Viv with.
Right.
That was literally my next point.
Right.
It might be an argument there. But
now, if she said that, then it's like, okay, I could see where your mind might
like
be.
she was like, why they didn't replace Aunt Viv with a dark-skinned woman?
But even that, and not that the,
if you look in the
not that the original Aunt Viv wasn't a beautiful woman. We're not saying that.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
But the Aunt Viv character wasn't built to be an object of like beauty, affection, that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
she was a scholar.
Right.
Yeah.
So they absolutely did switch out for a light-skinned actress, but I don't think it was like a remark on a beauty standard.
You know what I'm saying?
Like perceived beauty standard.
Do you think it just wasn't as much black infighting at the time? Like black people weren't thinking like that. Black people were just happy to see black people on TV.
Yeah.
At that time, yeah.
I just think the standard. I just think what you said is context matters. Yeah. And I think times is different. And I in the night and shit, we don't always get it right, but it was like that's what it was at the time. And it's okay to be like, okay, that was cool for that time, and that might not fly today. Like
she the only one that's saying the only one saying that niggas got it wrong. But because before her, like
I've never seen this as a Martin thing.
As a Martin fan,
right.
as a comedic fan, I've never seen anyone just get up and be like, yo, that was offensive. I can't believe those jokes were, I'm offended as a person. Now, I'm not saying she can't be offended. I'm not saying what you
like the only person who get those is Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Regardless, I'm not saying what she should and shouldn't be offended by. I get it. But like we were saying, context matters. Like, where did that come from? Where, like, why? Like, what?
Yeah. It's the way she felt. She says the way she felt.
And then I also look at it like, Tashina Arnold did say she had a hard time getting work after Martin, right? But then she go and end up on a whole nother classic.
Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it was a lot of years between that.
A lot of years. That salary and those residuals made up for a lot of those years.
But all right, so
because I ain't seen Gina on nothing else after
but
that.
my thing is,
Gina was on.
Gina was on.
My Wife and Kids.
But my thing is this too, and one of the main reasons I wanted to do the show is, can we stop tearing down our own institutions? These are our institutions. We don't have our names on buildings and shit. Yeah. These are our institutions. Yeah. And we sitting here, it's like we sitting back like, what black classic thing can we go critique?
Like, leave Bernie Mac the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like, but see, even Bernie Mac wife is not.
Ari did the same thing.
Bernie Mac wife on the show is not dark skinned. His niece not dark skinned. Like, no, I mean, they not light skinned.
Right.
They all darker women.
I was thinking about. I was like,
they all darker women.
Maybe from
my
perspective, it's a little bit different. But I was like, damn, Bernie Mac wife was on the show wasn't dark skinned. I was like,
shit. Like, was dark skinned. So it's just like,
I also don't want to get in, and I'll fight for this till the day I die. Like, Jay-Z said, if ever I write, I need space to say whatever I like.
Yeah.
Like, creative expression cannot be limited to the feelings. Like, you almost...
But it can be critiqued. It can be
But
critiqued.
critique me on
The artistry of it.
critique me against the artistry, right?
Yeah.
Don't critique me because it's granted, again, she can feel however she feels. This is like Magic Johnson of TV shows.
Martin gets critiqued for other reasons.
I've never seen this kind of critique.
Him putting on the dress, the Shanae character when he plays his mother. There's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like a black man in comedy who puts on the dress. And what does that mean? Martin's got a lot of critique for that. Now,
Jamie Foxx did the same shit on The Living Color.
Yes, Wanda, but we like again for us watching it like.
If it's funny,
this shit just funny. Like Shanae is like every time he popped out as Shanae.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite episodes was the Forever Shanae episode.
You know what's so crazy though?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know about. I'm sure there's a
white folks
trope.
never said anything about Bob for marketing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a trope there, right? But just being in this business, I don't look at none of that shit the way the common public.
Right.
I look at that shit like a budget is a budget.
Yeah.
Nigga, I need more characters and I ain't got more money.
And if you nailing the character, my nigga, like, hey.
And Martin played Shanae's son. Like,
Right.
he played Jerome. That nigga played 9 characters.
Who played Roscoe Jerome Otis,
Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones, Bob from marketing. His mother.
His mother, Shanae.
And Martin.
And Martin. But and I go back not to say because I don't feel that way about him putting on the dress or whatever the character.
I didn't care.
But what I'm saying is when we said that the show wasn't critiqued, the show has been critiqued. Martin has been critiqued before.
I guess like what I'm saying, like not saying it hasn't been critiqued. I guess what I'm looking at like right now.
Yeah.
Like that, like what Ari Lennox did was loud.
I mean, shit. So was what Cat Williams. Cat Williams was just
Clapping at everybody.
yeah. That was what 2 years ago. Like
On Club Shay Shay?
yeah. The whole thing about black comedians having to wear a dress.
Yeah.
To
But that's also
but Robin Williams was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Doubtfire.
Like
no one said shit about that.
We've seen it before.
But I also think, too, comedians are some of the smartest, most miserable people in the world. So I don't take none of their critiques.
Yeah.
Like, all they shit is like, I think they sit in the back of the cellar and all these other comedy clubs and just hate on each other. Anyway. Like, all day. Like, it inspires the art.
So what was? Let's get into some classic moments or episodes. What was some of your favorite?
My favorite moments on Martin is
so
the Tommy Hearns fight, for sure.
He fucked them up, boy.
Great.
Great.
I also like when the African tried to make Pam a concubine.
That was
I can't think of who that character was.
what's happening. That was the Prince.
He was a prince in this too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bugging.
I can't remember his name.
Okay.
I like when Gina got her head stuck in the
headboard.
headboard.
I didn't like that. I just felt like
My
that was
all-time
I felt like that
favorite-
was just overdone.
It was, but it still was. At the time,
No,
it
I'm
was
not
funny.
saying it wasn't funny. It was just
But my
a bit
all-time
much.
favorite moment is
Don't steal mine.
when Mario's like, all right, fuck it, leave. And then he was like, I don't need you, you can leave. And then she turned around,
yeah.
I think I definitely got that saved.
So
in my phone.
one of my favorite moments, if not my favorite, I just looked up this story a couple days ago. The Varnell Hill. So they so Tommy Davidson told this story on a podcast. He was like, he said that he had saw Martin talking to his staff or people on set like in a rude way, right? So he was just like, "Yo, man, why you talking to people like that?" Da, da, da. He was like, "This is my show, blah blah blah, whatever the case is." That whole scene with them in the radio station, that was improv.
That's crazy.
That whole none of that shit was in the script. And he was saying, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna show you who's the real star. I'm gonna show you who's a real, genius at this shit." I forgot what part. There was one part that was in the script. Everything else, like the catfish, the leg running, like all that shit was improv. All that shit was on the fucking spot. Smoked it in one take.
That's crazy.
I just found this shit out like maybe like a week ago.
I saw he recently did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that was the two-parter.
Yeah, then he went to LA and they had him
Then
out
they had the
there.
Jodeci moment,
that
was
was
crazy.
fire.
You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it was so many moments. I like the Suspicious Mind where they did the New Jack City when he comes up with the dog, but it's not a real dog.
The CD player.
Yeah,
Get your CD player.
Yo, that was hilarious.
The biggest thing that I love
Miss
about that
Fontaine.
show. Yeah.
No, Miss Trinidad.
Miss
Oh
Trinidad.
my God, Gina showed her ass in that one. The biggest thing I love about that show is you can tell when they're trying not to break character.
Yeah, it was in that episode in the New Jack City one.
Yeah.
You could see them trying like not to.
And that was the beautiful thing about him and Pam because you could tell that those jokes were like
Straight off the
real,
fly.
straight up, real on the fly shit. You could tell like Martin turning his head or Pam trying not to laugh or Tommy and Gina, like them niggas turning away from the camera. You see it. And they always kept all that shit in the actual show. That's why like that's a lot of my friendships and how, you know, me and you, we go back and forth every day, but we right there. Remember when they was arguing about, you know, the furniture, whatever the case is, then they said, yo, all right, what time we playing cards? That's how
we are.
That's how we are. And that's why I can relate. And that's why it's just like, it's night and day. And when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, but we always got, you know, each other.
So many moments.
I like the breakup episode too. I remember that felt again when I was
That
like,
shit
it was
hurt.
kind of relationship goals. I was like, oh, they really about to break them the fuck up. And then
That was tough.
That was tough.
Then she goes on the date with the pastor with David Allen Greer.
Yep.
And shit like that.
David Allen Greer in the church?
Funny.
Oh,
Funny.
man.
Or when Martin went to join the group where he was like,
when they rescued him?
yeah.
Yeah.
Change his religion.
It's
just so many
It
moments.
was the oldest. It
We
was
always had so many moments. We also got to talk about the marriage of music and Martin.
man. Listen, bro.
The wedding.
Listen.
The wedding.
Yeah, was it Brian McKnight that sang that?
Yep.
Brian McKnight sings.
When he proposed
Yeah.
to Jimmy in the
In
park.
the park.
Yeah, in the park.
In the park.
And then but
I want to say Pam song at the wedding.
I'm from Brooklyn, dog.
Yeah.
Seeing Biggie on Martin
Oh yeah.
was everything, man. With the
Wasn't
Sergio
it-
scene
yeah, it was Biggie
in
on
the shades,
Martin,
Biggie on Martin. Jodeci was on Martin.
Michael Jackson whooping his ass in LA.
CC, BB and CC was on Martin.
Warren. Who
Man.
else?
It just was culture, bro.
That's it.
But but the big thing
That
really
meant a lot.
affected me
That
because
meant a lot.
again, it's in that thing where it's like, it's just hip hop, it's just rap, it's just a fad, it's just whatever.
Nah, bro.
and to see
mainstream now.
Big on Martin, it was like, man,
He did so much in 4 years.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It's crazy.
Man, I'm trying to think of what else. The characters. Who was your favorite character that he played, other than Martin?
Like marketer.
Bob from Marketing.
Love no. Bob from marketing. Because like that was his, so like that was so abnormal outside of every other character he played. That was the one I was just like, where the fuck do y'all get this from?
I like Jerome.
Oh, you gotta love. You gotta love
Oh,
Jerome.
we're gonna hate this shit, man. My sister gonna see this shit. My sister used to go out with this dude.
That look like Jerome.
His name was Jerome.
Jerome and Rome.
Is that where he had to go to?
So nah, but he kind of like, he ain't look like him, but he kind of like
Mannerism.
yeah, like it wasn't-
Or y'all just wanted it to be him.
and he was a little older than my sister. He's a little older than us, but he used to be. So his name was Jerome. He used to come to the door and yo, your sister home. So hold on. I used to go back in the house. My sister named Lisa. Yo, Lisa, what's up? Jerome's in the house every time without fail. Like,
Did he ever get the joke or?
he hated me, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, I was the pesky little brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
funny.
they hated, but man, she dated somebody named Jerome for a little while.
Shout out to your sister.
Jerome's in the house.
Nah, yeah, me and my sister loved Martin. You know, mother loved Martin. God bless her soul. But we could sit here for hours and just go.
Yeah.
and
But
go.
then even
Today-
when I get into the impact piece, oh good.
We were talking about all the musicians, but fucking Yo-Yo had a recurring role
Yep.
on it. She was one of Shanae friends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
She
like,
was.
so Yo-Yo was on it. Like, yeah, man, it was
She
so much.
definitely was. Oh shit, Method Man was on there when he robbed them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he robbed them, Method
Oh,
Man
man,
was on
yeah.
there. I
It
forgot about
almost
that.
was like where you went to see the Black Stars that you couldn't see nowhere else.
Kid and Play when Kid was on it. When Shanae with the date with
That
Kid.
was early.
That was hilarious. Shanae with
was
the date with
early.
Kid was
Oh, we gotta really Bruh Man.
Bro, man.
Bro, man, one of the most classic characters of all
Gotta
time.
give it to Bruh Man.
I was hungry.
And that was the nigga that stole City Player.
What was Tracy Morgan
My
character
bad.
name?
Hustle Man.
Hustle Man. Yeah.
Hustle Man. Hustle Man.
Great show, dog. But
Yo,
as far as impact too,
Uh-huh.
I think Martin like led that whole comedian to sitcom pipeline. Cause, and I could be wrong, I'm younger than y'all. I don't know nobody else. He had his show before Bernie, before Jamie, before Damon Wayans.
Yeah, but that's Bill Cosby. That's Red Fox. That's just a tradition. That's
But in the hip hop
It's a pipeline.
generation.
It's a pipeline.
Yeah.
Like that's all that is. Like he was just for our generation.
Red Fox got it in year 60.
Right. So like for our generation, he was probably the first in that pipeline.
But
For our generation.
it did again just to the whole Def Comedy Jam thing. Like, it did mean something different because there was a culture clash of, the comedian. Eddie Murphy. Was it Raw or Delirious? I forget which one. But he talking about how he was getting flack from Bill Cosby because he cursed too much.
Yeah.
And then Richard Pryor was said, tell him he could suck my dick or kiss my ass or some shit like that. Like, tell that motherfucker. So, like, Richard Pryor was an outlier because Richard Pryor cursed so much, but it was a thing to be like, oh, you ain't got to curse so much. You ain't got to be so vulgar. It don't have to be so sexual. It don't have to be so whatever. And so this was really a class of black comedians rooted in hip hop that could be themselves and still transition because they didn't think it was done. It was kind of like, oh, you had to clean it up like a Bill Cosby or something like that.
Or Beverly Hills Cop.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess like Will Smith is a product of like just being on the clean side, but still making it work and still being a prominent.
Yeah, and to Will's credit, when Will was a rapper, he was on the clean side. Like DJ Jagger, you're having the first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like like that's but that's what that goes back to the point of like rappers and musicians looking at Martin and looking at like, yo, I can be myself in front of this mainstream or nationwide audience and still have a sector of people that look, talk, act, or are from where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's what Martin was the bridge for that.
Yeah.
And we saw it weekly.
And real quick, I know this is about Martin, but we got to give props to the Wayans family because I think Tina and Irie Wayans, I think In Living Color was a big
they got like 4 classes at least.
proponent. That was a big proponent though for kicking down the doors on TV and even Fox because they were on Fox before Martin. Like In Living Color was challenging the Super Bowl halftime show and ratings, and that's why we got the halftime show in the way we do for the NFL.
Even what, like Living Single was on Fox as well, right?
Living Single was on Fox as well, yeah.
It was crazy, dog. I need the
rapper,
Keenan Ivory Wayans story, not even just from a biopic standpoint, but just like the last 20 years, last 15 years. He just went off the grid.
Yeah.
I
hope it's because he got so much fucking money
that he's just like, fuck, I don't need this shit.
I ain't gotta do this shit.
My family is in y'all face.
I hope.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid, but
Keenan is a catalyst, and then you think about the careers that they launched. And again, I know this is Martin, but Jamie Foxx comes from In Living Color, not just his own family, Damon but Jamie Foxx, J-Lo, Rosie Perez was big involved in that show, even though she was blowing up before. You need to stop. Jim Carrey, you know what I'm saying? Like comes from In Living Color.
David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson.
Yeah.
Nigga, Tupac was on The Living Color. I'm sorry, he was on Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah.
But yeah, even just the musical guests on In Living Color. I mean, In Living Color. So.
Nah, I meant everything.
We got a lot of classes to talk about, man. That's all I'm here.
We got a lot of classes, so
that's the first one. That's probably my favorite one of all the comedic TV shows.
In Living Color?
Martin.
Martin. Okay.
Martin, yeah.
Yeah, Martin definitely my favorite.
That's just me. Yeah, that means too much to me.
No, that's real. All right, man. I think, you know,
This is the first
it gets
this is the
pretty
first positive one we
contentious,
had.
but I feel like this one we was all in harmony on this one.
It's a nice little Zen piece.
Yeah, but this Martin, it's classic.
Who could disagree on Martin other than Ari Lennox?
See, you should have had her as a guest. That's what we meant. Ari, come.
So you go
with us.
interviewer. Bonus content.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Patreon, what's up? Holla at us.
All right, man. This is the classics, man. I'm Rob Markman.
Trav.
Low.
Till next time. Peace.